This is losers semis, best of 5. It's going to be fun to see. Joji, we haven't really seen on stream yet today.
Yeah, he's had a bit of a quiet run, but a run nonetheless. And I believe he's been starting for the vast majority of these matches with this Diddy Kong, too.
Yeah, it's very traditionally known as like playing Ike, but the Diddy Kong is actually insane. Especially it's a great character. But it's going to be hard to see. You got a lot of movement. You have the best command grab in the game. You have one of the best items in the game. But you're fighting a character that loves sitting and living at ledge, so you have to be very careful here. You might not be able to get this stuff off.
Well, Diddy Kong does have some, like, we're already seeing it from Joji. He's basically using these full hop approaches with neutral air, because neutral air into down air is a true combo at a ton of percents. So that could spell early doom for NickDistrict if he isn't careful at edge.
Oh, that's really good for Joji right now. 94%, turn that to 92 via deep breathing. Banana still causes some problems though. Like, look at that. Just neutral get up into it.
Want to know a fun fact about Banana? Transcendent has the same priority as things like Falco's lasers. So it will cut through a lot of these projectiles. And NickDistrict tries to do the Z drop, cutting through NickDistrict's stock all of a sudden. If you want to play a corner, you are giving Diddy Kong the potential for early kills. And Joji making use of that potential right there.
Swatting out Joji's command grab. And look at that, swatting him off the top as well. 2 stocks apiece. Nice even start for these two.
And another fun fact about this character, Diddy Kong has one of the worst airspeeds in the game. He relies on that monkey flip to give himself some of the maneuverability that you typically associate with Diddy Kong. But if you're caught out with something like an up air, then there's just nowhere for you to go. Like, monkey flip isn't the fastest of moves. So if you're reliant upon that, then NickDistrict can eat you alive if you just try to run in with that hitbox.
Slapped by every projectile in the book. That's a quick down throw into a little follow-up as well. I like that, avoiding the deep
air dodge.
Just
go for it. So back to center stage, pulls out the banana. NickDistrict misspaces that aerial, and that is some free damage right there for Joji. Great pivot.
Grab. Great stuff, and the high percentage and banana on board means that doesn't even need it actually. Just hey, up smash, catching the landing of NickDistrict. And the Diddy Kong on deck is great.
Technical Joji is. He's doing a lot of these these Z drop aerials that allows him to keep the item in his back pocket, and then he's also doing a lot of reversed pop guns to change away how he faces in the air to gain access to back air or forward air as he needs.
So look, yeah, just the movement to call out options.
This might be the most technical character in the game.
He's got potential. He really does. And hey, as we see top players playing more, I'm scared. I'm terrified.
He caught it with the tilt. That looked so weird. He was tossing it up. The hitbox is going forward and still gets caught.
Just teleports into his hand.
In a position, but I think that actually Joji walked forward and knocked it off stage.
Ooh. The barrels for funsies.
No, look out coming through.
But now is the problem for NickDistrict is he is at death's door here, and Diddy's full of rage. So you have to be careful. If you can get this stock, you're in good tidings, but still a long way to go.
So if NickDistrict isn't careful, he can use those active hitboxes to cover that up B, and that is exactly what we saw. Diddy Kong has the ability with that back air. You don't think of it necessarily as a killing move, but it has enough of a punch to it to serve as a really good edge trap. And NickDistrict's up B, a little bit less disjointed towards the top, so Diddy Kong can just kind of hold on to edge, and if you're trying to recover low, he can just kind of fall off with that disjoint.
So more skateboard arena for us to listen to. All these two duke it out, and the Joji Diddy, great job all around. So now it's really just NickDistrict trying to figure out how does he really deal with that, because the movement's great. There's so many options. Like, he got triple nared at one point where it's just like, okay, cartwheels for days for Diddy.
Yeah, not a ton of damage, but it's just set up after setup. And I'm curious if Joji is going to start using barrels as an aggressive projectile in this matchup, because these hitboxes from NickDistrict don't do a ton of damage. Barrels is like 30. So if he throws out like a weak Sun Salutation, you could just up B and gain access to a projectile that can turn neutral in your favor really easily.
Oh, turning it into your favor is an up smash and powered by deep breathing. That was a quick under 30-second stock.
And this is the problem when Diddy Kong doesn't have a lead. He can't play defensively, and he has to approach you. He doesn't kill particularly early, so his options are limited. You know when he's going to try to throw out a banana at you, so you can kind of work around his linearity when he's forced into these awkward spots.
Now, just trying to use the banana best visibility. It's the jump from NickDistrict, keep himself afloat. Now has to just keep trying to play this ledge game, and it's the weight from Joji. It's the I see you rolling, the react to banana to forward smash, and that's all it took.
tries for the back air into the up air, not quite going to work. And I think right there he was trying to catch the banana and throw it, but no. Again, not quite working out for Joj. Instead, he is getting carried across the stage, and that empowered back air. What a string by NickDistrict. It just feels like when Joj needs to do so much work to keep up these momentumous strings, but NickDistrict just finds like the tiniest gaps in his defenses, pulls out deep breathing empowered moves, and gets early stocks.
Oh, I like that. But not enough to really fully capitalize on that, that follow-up downer that we've seen top players like Tweak do. Still, the fact that it's right there on deck for Joj is pretty good, and it's a good potential option he can bring out.
It is. It's just really finicky. It's only active for 1 frame. The header not quite going to work.
Like that.
Again, if you try to stall, Diddy Kong has that back air. He has monkey flip. You have to be really careful about going off stage with those hitboxes.
Oh, another deep breathing empowered up smash, and now Joj's on the ropes right now. Triple digits. Last stock hasn't even touched NickDistrict's yet. I like that, just a raw down air after that messed jab up. And gotta be careful. Joj has the banana. Just has to be avoid deep breathing big hits as best he can. The forward tilt not going to do it. Barely avoids the medicine ball, avoiding the 2-frame as well. And still just finding hits and pieces, but play perfect. So you have to be so careful.
Deep breathing on deck again at 145%. That is not quite enough to kill the medicine ball, just barely missing. Shun salutation, just Nick is firing on all cylinders here, just trying to get the 1 hit he needs. I'm curious if he can force to edge here. This is looking like deep breathing is gone all of a sudden, so he's lost the easy kill. But yeah, just picking up the banana that Joj errantly tossed directly at his feet, bounced off of shield, and that is an easy way for Refit to finish the stock.
So NickDistrict cleaning it up 1-1 right now. And despite that counter pick, the Diddy was still doing really well.
It was.
Let's see, Smashville, Town and City, small battlefield is the pick of choice for Joj. And yeah, still sticking with the Diddy Kong. Definitely works out for him. Don't see why he needed changes even if you lost that game. So I want to see what the removal of that top platform really adds for Joj.
It feels like it's going to allow Joj to use a lot more aerial approaches. Like he was doing that a lot in Game 1, but not so much in Game 2, where he would just full hop, neutral air, full hop with a banana in his hand and just dare you hit a button.
Dash attack forward air for flavor. Opting to always, pull out the banana near ledge instead of pursuing NickDistrict's deep breathing. Oh, actually avoiding the jab 3 with an up tilt from Diddy. That's so bizarre, but hey, if it works, it works. Still got to be careful of the incoming medicine balls.
It's the tilt, but there should be the trip, but no follow-up after that.
The back air, that's a lot of pressure. Can usually get the follow-up off stage, or is he just over at the ledge trapping situation?
And just using the banana at edge, basically saying you cannot do a standard get up. I'm going to stand at roll distance, so you can't do that either. And if you jump, well, if I get the timing right, I'm going to easily get the kill with the back air.
I like that.
Not going to kill.
Not going to kill.
Up smash at that percent, not quite going to do it. Perhaps a forward smash could have, but this is the Diddy problem, is that you can just allow your opponent to just chip you down and find an easy way back. One thing that's kind of interesting, I haven't seen Joj use a ton of the monkey flip grab hitbox against NickDistrict, because typically you have a banana in your hand, you know your opponent's going to shield, so you monkey flip, you'll use the grab hitbox and you say, hey, you can't do that at mid distance on me. But so far, no use of that option.
And a clank with the weather ball along the way, and it's actually the forward tilt that actually takes the first stock a minute and a half in, and NickDistrict is doing amazing to hold on. It's 160%.
And don't hit any aggressive option. Joj just ran forward, just daring NickDistrict to do anything. Good, just recognition that you have to explode the ledge. But yeah, the back here going to connect and draw even again, so neither player able to get like a ton of extra credit on these stocks.
And again, the banana kind of messing up Joj, but he tossed it instead of getting a follow-up up air, and that gave NickDistrict the time to swat him out. And still getting swatted by the medicine ball too. Such a tricky way thing to just hit. Yeah, it's still getting hit by it. NickDistrict standing there in the peel state for a second. It's in there tripping.
Potassium overdose, perhaps.
Oh.
Forced to edge, but no neutral air. Joj definitely trying to get some kind of a saucy combo there at edge. That traded 3 times? Did it it hit Nick and then he hit something back? Jeez.
And now Nick hit Joj, and now 1 stock left in this game 3 scenario for Joj. Trying to find a follow-up off the top. The up air wasn't going to do it. Just
He
sits
just sat there. He just
takes
took a
it.
moment to consider his mortality.
Can we get the follow-up? Not quite. Just charges the up smash. What a call out by JoJ.
Holding on to it, and NickDistrict didn't recognize that he needed to double jump away. It's a trip?
No. Really?
How bad luck for JoJ. Trip into immediate forward smash. Great recognition by NickDistrict, but JoJ, you know he's got to be shaking his head at that one. A little bit of a bad hand dealt him by old lady luck to give Nick that game.
Run back to small battlefield, and now here's the question. Are we seeing the Diddy ride or die? Are we seeing the Ike? JoJ.
I think I would stick with the Diddy. Like, it just feels like... I don't think that he, like, lost that game. He had a little bit of bad luck at the end and died at 50. Like, you just got to shrug your shoulders. Like, I didn't have a last stock because I tripped. It's never going Wolf.
Hey, if it worked for ZD, it can work for JoJ, you know? Wolf is a character in this video game, and boy, is he good.
Got buttons.
My man's got buttons.
All right.
Laser.
JoJ clearly doesn't want to play anymore. He says,
True.
all right, if you want to play the projectile-heavy defensive gameplay, I can do that too.
68% just off the cuff. JoJ really understands, like, yeah, this is buttons time. I can just play defensive if I want to. I have good buttons to really trade if need be. And he has easier way to kill. You know, something he was definitely struggling with that game was getting kills. But it's Wolf, so, you know, it's going to happen pretty quickly.
He's already swinging. Like, look at how many times. The second that this guy's at 116 in a trap situation, he's immediately tosses a couple smash stacks out. Like, maybe one of these will work.
Now, can he get some sort of two-frame? Not quite coming out for him. Just avoiding the medicine balls as best he can. Just fishing for something. Because, again, he's at kill percentage. So just, like, you know, just get yourself one of the many good Wolf hits. Just like that. See? Hey, spot dodge down.
You tried to punish me. Did you forget that I am a top tier? With punishing Wolf? The nerve.
Know your place gimmick character. But the gimmick character says know your place top tier. You got to research the matchup.
You want to talk about gimmicks? We Fit Trainer. We saw that in the matchup against ZD a couple times. We Fit Trainer using that low profile to power out that stock.
Blaster just getting chasing there, and there's just the thing. Like, you can pressure with Blaster, but you have to be close enough that you can threaten a deep breathing if it comes out. Ooh,
Spike.
Look at that.
Do it again. Do it again.
Oh!
Okay, even better. Gets the down smash and then howls at the moon. JoJ, what a response with this counter pick.
This is working out so well for himself. Just the timing he's getting on this. Not quite finding the follow-up there, but still. Oh, the
What
attack!
attack!
That was so good.
Rolls in, but
Oh, for the spot dodge. This is an entirely new JoJ we're seeing here.
he's just playing with a ton of confidence all of a sudden. It feels like he's basically said, I understand exactly what your game plan is, and I just need even more buttons to be able to challenge it. And Wolf, he definitely has that ability to play a patient gameplay that Diddy Kong doesn't necessarily like to do. So we've seen some players do that to aplomb. Someone like Madison Turner has been able to, like, camp you out with Diddy, but it takes an iron will, and when you are facing a zoner, those are usually some of Diddy's worst matchups.
Just JoJ is just being so patient as well, just waiting for NickDistrict to overextend, punishing for it time and time again. That is an entirely different beast altogether. We're out of Monkey, we're into Spacey Land, starring Wolf O'Donnell.
Let's call this an evolution, both in terms of tech and in terms of play style.
A new Predator has entered the ring, and FD of all places for this last game. Is NickDistrict thinking he doesn't want any platforms? Going back to that battlefield. Maybe JoJ actually banned the battlefield this time because he realized his mistake. Going Linelat, actually, the home turf of Wolf.
This is an interesting one. The slants really can allow for some shenanigans. Like, if you don't understand what direction the soccer ball is going, then you're in trouble.
I already don't know where the medicine ball is headed anyway, so this is like an extra layer of confusion, really, for everyone involved. Now, again, stick into the Wolf. Game 5 scenario. Who you got, Scabs?
This is going to be difficult, but I think that NickDistrict has shown to have a little bit of a Wolf problem, as when ZD did swap over from Fox to Wolf, like that has kind of directly resulted in a bit of a decreasing performance for Nick. And now JoJ's swap is also shown that he can use this character's tools to really combat this playstyle. On this stage, though, like, if Nick is ever going to be able to beat these players, with this character, it's right here.
On the jank of all places makes sense to me. Apparently, we have Lilat pickers in our top 8 midst, and that's very important to know for these competitors.
I'm curious, RCTP, any ideas?
Retired commentator turned player.
That's what I thought. He had on commentary, retired player turned commentator, but now that he's in top 3, he's like not getting.
I told him to do this. He said he was going to do retired player turned commentator. I was like, no, we're on commentary. You aren't. You're competing, so you have to stick to it. So I'm glad to see he stuck to his guns. Oh, instant 2-frame. Jojo got that unlocked.
On that stage, I don't even know that it's a 2-frame, to be honest. I think it reaches underneath the platform when Wii Fit like holds their hand up to like try to grasp it in the animation of the up B. I think that's actually what you're clipping.
Oh, jeez. He had a clipping. I'm just trying to make a clip right now. Look at this insane string and the insane tech to follow it. Ah!
This is looking rather grim for NickDistrict. He has been struggling even to get deep breathing active as Joj is applying a ton of pressure with his pull.
And I love the movement too. You can see that NickDistrict's really scared of getting hit, even in the offstage interactions, because Joj is using his movement to bait everything out and just punishing him whenever NickDistrict tries to make any headway going on in the scenario. And a little bit of a header, find himself some sort of forward momentum, and finds with the follow-up F tilt. That's a stock, but needs some percentage on board to follow it up.
And deep breathing's gone too, so we're not going to see like the ability to make a ton of a comeback with that mechanic. Have to just float off stage. Joj lets him have it. Can you get off of edge? Can you use this tool? 32% already just off of the Sun Salutation.
62 off of a few more hits. No more deep breathing. Still, gotta be a little bit more proactive enough just to secure this stock. Keep your lead intact. The movement gets tacked in by the medicine ball along the way, but that's still a stock, and that's one more to go for Joj.
And one thing I've noticed in this match so far, Joj really hasn't been jumping a ton. He's been staying in shield. He's been foxtrotting. He'll either pull up shield if he sees NickDistrict jump up to use a header, and if he doesn't see that, he'll toss out a dash attack to try to catch out any kind of air-to-air movement from NickDistrict.
Yeah, it's just a little bit of baiting with it at most. It's so conservative, and I really like that. But oh, another 2-frame down tilt. They're just catching the recovery. NickDistrict has done multiple hits of that this entire bracket. Last stock situation with these two. Game 5. This is very, very dangerous for both people.
Air dodge.
It's the spooked out air dodge. It's Nick's nerves getting the better of him. He's so scared of getting hit, and it's the call out from Joj that takes him down.
I think that ZD actually won a couple games with that exact same movement, where he just jumps out, waits for the air dodge, connects with the back air for an early and clean kill, and Nick has to go ahead